Be northerner. Baku de zuchia. Zuchio kuyamutu.
Ya Arewa Sudne Masala Arewa. That is something really somebody is coming out to say. What is this person coming out to say? A lot of people are really getting to understand it from a different point of view. When we're talking about protests for insecurity, a lot of people are blaming some regions that they are not doing enough. You know, I have some videos that I'm going to share with you so that you will get to understand that, you know, this is highly sensitive and somehow some people need to do right. You know, coming out to blame people when you have not really taken any action, that is really, we need not play politics with this. Because of this insecurity level, a lot of people are really terrified. You know, like me now, I don't think I will travel to the village for some time now because of the level of insecurity in Edo State and across the nation. That is something we got. So this person is coming out to say, you know what? Arewa, they are the problem. So I don't feel that, you know, we should start blaming, but some people are calling them, you know, to take action because we cannot really continue like this. According to a report, you know what I read out, dear very dark man, Arewa people are the problems of Nigeria. That is what this person is coming out to say. And some people are now saying that why would you blame out a particular, you know, tribe? Why would you blame out a particular, you know, people and other things? So this depends on the actions of those group of people, because a lot of people understand that the level of insecurity in the north is highly alarming and is really much to an extent, and they expect the northern youth to really rise up with their voice and with their strength and to demonstrate, so that they go tell the government, say, this thing we know they take them again, and all those kind of things. But a lot of them remained docile, and we see somebody who is a self-acclaimed Arewa youth leader, you know, coming out to say the lives of very dark man should take out their protest from Abuja to other states. And this person is a self-acclaimed, you know, Arewa leader. But do you think that this person knows what he's doing? That is the question we are really asking right now. And I want you to understand it from a different, I want you to put your own voice so that we go really understand what you are saying from a different point of view. So I got a lady who has come out to make a statement about this, saying that it be like say the Arewa, the people, the youth from the north, it be like say that they enjoy the insecurity. That was what she said, and I want you to have a glimpse of it.
Be northerner. Baku de zuchia. Zuchio kuyamutu. For what? How did he die? How can you sit down comfortably? If today people are suffering out of poverty, northern Nigeria is the poverty capital of Nigeria. But we farm tomatoes, we farm peppers. Tomato is like this, pepper is like this. It doesn't concern you people. Honestly, I don't like to make my page about these things because depressing but I feel so ashamed to be a northerner in this day and time. The north is burning and we are here folding our hands. Come and scatter the protest. So coming out to protest in the north is not something that I support, because now you will see people that will come and start looting, and that's not even what I'm talking about now. I'm talking about those that are planning on trying to see how they can bring back this government, and they are from the north. Allah ya Isa, you have sold your soul for money. Kudi is all you can see. You are kidnapping. Camps in kidnappers. The annoying part is these kidnappers claim our identity. They say they are northerners, they are Hausa Fulanis, they are Muslims. They claim our identity. It doesn't concern you. It doesn't bother you. We have religious leaders that are northerners. We have both Islamic and Christian religious leaders. Sure, very few of them are talking. God I beg. God I beg. Who did I offend?
According to a report, Northern Lady says she's ashamed to be called a northerner. Blast the region's silence over insecurity and terrorism. That is what it is. And according to her, she is coming out to say, you know what? Now people wait there for South, where it not to affect. Now then they shout, pass for us. Now we suppose they are the forefront because the thing is really affecting us. Guys, why will they talk about this thing? And some people are really callous. Some people are selfish. They want to chase clout. They want to get followers and all those kind of things because they want to earn monetization money from social media. This guy don't come out now say, very dark man was paid 100 million naira to distract protesters. How now? Sometimes you got to be sensitive about situation. I think because of the people like this, that is why it is not easy to win fights against government when they are not really performing very well. That is something I feel about all of this. That is something I just feel about all of this. It is not easy to win a fight because of the people like this. Do you have evidence to really back up your claims? And when they come for you now, a lot of people say, then they bully them and all this kind of thing. That is what I don't like. This guy where they wear orange cap, Showere go easily defend them when they come for him. But when they are making some kind of bogus allegation, they're not they caution them. So let's listen to him.
I wasn't going to talk about Very Dark Man anymore. But in some instances, silence is a crime. Very Dark Man was given 100 million naira to come and do evangelism. He was given 100 million naira to come and do evangelism. We didn't complain. Nobody talk about it. Because in that process, he's adding his voice. But why has it become about Omoyele Sowore? So what Very Dark Man is basically doing is working with how government designed protests to be. This guy is a government boy. Very Dark Man is working for government. There is nothing anybody can tell me. He is working for government. They have written a script for him. They have designed how they want protests to look for him. They told him protest is when they tell you to stop here, you stop here. They want to control protests. Nigerian government want to control protests. So they recruit Very Dark Man to do that job for them. Now, you went to protest, we went to protest, no problem. Why has it become all about Sowore? You recruited your boys. People know they Abuja here, made them do protests. Very Dark Man spent over 63 million naira to fly all those his content creators from various states down to Abuja. Most of those guys you saw in his protest in Abuja yesterday and day before yesterday, most of them came from another state. Those were his influencers. Those were the people he uses.
Guys, I saw one video and this is actually, disturbing to an extent. This is disturbing to an extent. I don't think I'll be able to put it like that. According to report, they say Fulani Muslim jihadis capture and mob Christian vigilante defending their communities with weak weapons while wielding government-funded weapons from Nigeria Islamic regime under Tinubu. So this is a kind of allegation, but the video is quite disturbing. That is something. And one thing that a lot of people are really concerned about is the quietness, the taciturness, the quietness of the government. That is what a lot of people are really concerned about, because this is actually screaming loud. That is one thing I really understand about that. So the likes of Isaac Fayose, they are really coming out to make statements about all of this, but some people are already in the street, protesting and demonstrating, and I hope the government listen to them. But from the statement coming in from the defense minister, I think a lot of people will understand the next move, that some persons will be paid to hijack the protest. That is something I really feel about all of this. So now we're talking about General Rabe. A lot of people are really concerned about this man. This general was kidnapped alongside his wife, and then he can't buy. Now his body was released to the government or to some people in charge, and a lot of people are really asking the question, how then they release the body, give them? Who release them? Where they can't get them? So they can't talk, say, now so thing kill am when he did the kidnappers custody. So a lot of people get a lot of questions to ask. That is why you find it that a lot of people are really protesting, and they are really concerned about what is happening in Nigeria. And I think I'm not going to blame anybody for that. Based on the happenings, based on the rates. According to a report, they said in how many months about 5,000 Nigerians has been killed by these bandits, insurgents, and a lot of others. Let's listen to Isaac Fayose, speak about that.
Bandits released the body of the retired general wey kpai in their captive. How did they release the body? How did they know where to pick the body? Who called them say retired general don't kpai you? And the family saying the man kpai of diabetes and hypertension. Who did the autopsy? How did they know? Saying na hypertension by the man. And they were unable to release the man when he was alive, but they released his body for burial. Don't forget the teacher, the Oyo teacher that was beheaded. They didn't release his body up to today, but they released retired general body. To who? How? The more you see, the more you look, the less you see. Naija don't finish. O pari, o mashe.
These are some of the questions a lot of people are really asking right now. These are some of the questions a lot of people are really asking right now, and we need answers to that. That is one thing I will really say. We got a lot of people. So now the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is facing a lot of backlash. So why will we talk about very dark man them protesting, and a lot of people are really getting concerned about all of this? Somehow this guy, self-acclaimed Arewa youth, he just dey talk other things, say they don't need protest. You know why a lot of people are now coming out to really blame the northern people for not actively taking part? Is that the insecurity level in the north is high, compared to the down south. So now a lot of people are really concerned about, yes, these people now, they're supposed they loud past us when we dey down south. That is why you find a lot of people coming up on social media saying that the Arewa youth, they are the problem. It's not that because they are the problem, actually, because they are not screaming loud. That is why a lot of people are really, kind of concerned about all of this. So guys, I want you to put your own comments in the comment section. What do you feel about this? For my own, I feel that the northern youth, they are supposed to be screaming louder than any other youth in this country. That is something I just feel about all of this. So what are your own takes? Now we still got some questions, some gaps, between, especially the issue or the death of General Rabe. A lot of people are still asking the question, because the son don't come out, come say, in daddy, in dad, or in fact, I not get not get diabetes, so according to the claim, or this or that. But there is a claim out there that he died out of because of diabetes and then high blood pressure. How did they know? Did they get the report from the bandits that actually did the kidnapping? Those are the questions a lot of people are really asking at a time like this. So we need to really hear your own side of the story. But I feel that the government should step up. They should do something, because this is really overwhelming to an extent. What are your own takes? I want you to put your own take in the comment section.